Amy, we are at 9 o'clock, so we do have a quorum of members present. Whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and get started.
Great. We will go ahead and call to order the August 5th meeting of the Transportation Technical Advisory Committee to order. Jessica Clark was unable to be here today, so I'll be presiding over the meeting. As James mentioned, we do have a quorum, so we'll jump right into the minutes from July 1st. If anybody has any questions or comments, if not, I would entertain a motion to approve.
This is Ryan Fellows, motion to approve.
This is Jeremy Skinner. I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is carried. I do not have a chairman's report today, so we'll go right to James for the secretary's report.
Yes, the Secretary's report, there were July administrative modifications that were passed out with the packet and that are posted online. Just as a reminder, administrative modifications are a series of corrections or changes that the board and the Transportation Committee allow MACOG staff to make to the Transportation Improvement Program. And you can find that listing either in your packet or for the public, they can find that online. That is of the Secretary's report for this month.
Thanks, James. Any old business?
No, there is no old business.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
I do stand corrected on that. There is old business today. There was an emergency resolution that was sent out in between last meeting and this meeting, and so we do have resolution 2920 that is actually considered old business.
Thank you, James. This is Jeremiah Cox. Resolution 29-20 is a transit-initiated project in the Fort Wayne district. For the Part A is the purchase of 2 transit vehicles that are greater than 35 feet using CARES Act funding, and Part B is the purchase of 2 transit vehicles that are less than 35 feet using CARES Act funding. These vehicles are going to be used for transit service expansion, including potentially used as part of an ongoing study we're doing to expand transit service in Goshen. If there's not any questions, I'd like to ask for your endorsement of Resolution 29-20.
Brent Warren, so moved.
David Armstrong, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the resolution is endorsed.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just was saying thank you.
All right, we'll move on to new business with the Fort Wayne District and Caitlin.
Good morning, this is Caitlin Stevens. Resolution 30-20 is for ADA side ramp construction at various locations within the Elkhart subdistrict, and it is to add preliminary engineering right away and construction. Some of the primary corridors that they're looking to replace and improve curb ramp are along State Route 19 in Elkhart, State Route 15 and US 33 in Goshen, and then State Route 13 in Middlebury. If there are no questions, I would ask for your endorsement of Resolution 30-20.
This is Jeremy Skinner, so moved.
Jason Peters, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 30-20 is endorsed.
For the LaPorte District, we have locally initiated Resolution 31-20. This is for the town of Culver, adding in a trail along Slate Street, Jefferson Street, and Cass Street. This is part of the Marshall County stellar designation, so this is kind of one of the first projects that we're programming into our TIP. And over the coming months, we'll probably see more of those being programmed. If there are no questions, I would ask for your endorsement of Resolution 31-20.
Ty Adley, so moved.
Jason Peters, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Resolution 31-20 is endorsed.
All right, and lastly, we have NDOT initiated Resolution 32-20. This is for an intersection improvement on US 30 at King Road, and this is adding in right-of-way. If there are no questions, I would ask for your endorsement of Resolution 32-20.
Quick clarification, is the total really only $10,000 on that project?
Yes, that is what they submitted to us.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is a right-of-way acquisition in the A circle here.
Yep, at the location of 30 King Road.
And previously, the state of Indiana Department of Transportation had submitted preliminary engineering, so this is the next phase of that project. To Ty's point, there may be additional right-of-way that is needed. This is all that they're programming for fiscal year 21. You know, we can clarify with the district, or if anyone is on from the LaPorte district, perhaps they could clarify whether the right-of-way that's being programmed in this item is maybe only a right-of-way services and not necessarily the right-of-way acquisition. But the preliminary engineering for this project was programmed, I want to say, last year, or maybe at this point it was only at the beginning of this year. But I thought I saw Julie Ritzler on. I didn't know if anyone from the district might be able to provide clarity.
Yeah, James, this is Julie. This is just for right-of-way, preliminary to see if we actually have to acquire any. So that's what the 10,000 is for right now.
Right. So this is much more related to services
Yes.
and not necessarily for the acquisition.
Yes.
We would anticipate a amendment at a later date that would include the acquisition.
If it's needed, that's correct.
If needed. Yeah.
Ty Adley, so moved.
Jeremy Skinner, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? If not, Resolution 32-20 is endorsed. We'll now move on to the staff update. And up first is Leah.
Good morning, everyone. I have an update for you on the Regional Brownfields Coalition. We got off to a pretty slow start in the March-April timeframe as we had to suspend some of our work, but the last quarter has been very productive, and we've spent about 30% of the funds, and I estimate by the end of this quarter we'll be at about 50%. So that means we're about a year ahead of schedule, and we could reapply for an additional round of funding as early as this fall, and that funding would then be available the next year. So we'll be discussing more of that on our Regional Brownfields Working Group at 10:30. If anyone wants to see a site-by-site breakdown in funding spent or any other details of the report, I'd be happy to share that with anyone that has questions. Questions?
Okay. All right. Thanks, Leah. We'll move on to the 2045 Metropolitan Transportation Plan Amendment.
Yeah, and I will provide that update. We currently have an amendment for the Michigan on the Move 2045 Transportation Plan. This amendment is to modify an existing project on McKinley Avenue. It is extending the limits of that to Elder Road So the new termini is from Division Street to Elder Road. And this amendment was requested by the city of Mishawaka, and also will be modifying the open to traffic rate that is found in our transportation plan. So the amendment is out for public comment. We're also hosting 2 Zoom meetings to collect people's feedback. The first will be on August 18th at 3 p.m. and then the second will be on August 20th at 6 p.m. So you can find more information on our website, and the amendment can be viewed under our transportation section of the website. Thanks.
Thanks, Caitlin. Up next, we have the Middlebury Comprehensive Plan with Donnie.
Good morning. This is Donnie Ritzma, and just wanted to provide you a quick update that over the last year, the town of Middlebury and MACOG have been working together to update their 2011 comprehensive plan. And the planning process, it led to a refined vision, establishing core values, as well as creating an actionable plan. The town that will utilize to continue to enhance their unique quality of life and vibrancy, as well as continuing their entrepreneurial spirit of growing from tradition. And wanted to make you all aware that the plan was presented to the Elkhart County Planning Commission last July, on July 9th, for their endorsement, and which they approved and recommended approval to the Town of Middlebury Town Council and the Elkhart County Board of Commissioners as an amendment to the Elkhart County Comprehensive Plan. And so the Middlebury Town Council met on the plan approval on July 20th, and then the town will be presenting before Elkhart County Board of Commissioners for their ultimate approval and amendment at their August 17th, 2020 board meeting. And that's all I had.
Thanks, Donnie. Any other questions or comments regarding staff update? If not, we will open up privilege of the floor. If no one is wishing to speak, then we can move into the public comments. James, do we have any comments submitted?
No, we have not received any public comments. So for those who are curious about how we do public comment, MACOG always invites members of the public to participate by joining us on YouTube. However, there's not a live chat function on YouTube to submit comments. So we have asked them to submit comments in advance of meetings to the MACOG dir@macog.com to submit comments. And we have not received any comments since the last meeting.
All right, thanks, James. If there's no further business, then we would need a motion to adjourn.
This is Jeremy Skinner, so moved.
Brent Warren,
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Then we are adjourned. Thanks everyone for your time this morning.